Right guys, welcome to Thursday Thinks, episode 92, last week was 91, and 91 we were talking about handling guilt because it's not the easiest thing to do, especially when you're put at a point where you feel like you're wasting your emotions on something you shouldn't really be wasting them. We're really not used to this one today, eh? But anyway, 92, today, because it's Valentine's Day, we're going to be talking about love. I don't know why I did that, I didn't mean to do that, oh my god. We're going to talk about love. Right. And not just love, like, oh my god, he and her, and oh my god, they fall in love. No, we're talking about how I fall in love with someone, and I'm gonna be real, why and how, and what it takes for me to fall in love with someone. Now, I don't mean in a relationship-wise, because that's committed, you know what I mean? But I'm talking about in general, like, what is it about someone or something that attracts me to allow me to give out my emotion so much to that? So when it comes to art, right? Often I find myself going through artists or going through things that I like, inspiration, whatever it could be, yeah. And I'm always trying to figure out, what is it about that certain piece of art that I like? I think all art has its beauty, so it's not about some art pieces are wonderful, others aren't, so no. I think every piece of art that anyone puts their honest soul into is beautiful. So just making that sure that you guys understand that. But what attracts me more about an artist or what they produce is the fact I fall in love with anyone that shows me their soul. Take that in for a second. So what allows me to fall in love with someone's work is the fact when they don't try to be someone they're not. Like people who aren't afraid to show their flaws, aren't afraid for things to look too beautiful and pretty, things that are just genuinely coming from the heart, and I appreciate those artists, and that's what makes me fall in love with them. It's not necessarily the art piece. I love anyone who is confident enough to speak about their work, whether it may not be as visually pleasing, but is so full of confidence through the artist or through whoever does what. Like I said, you could be a chef and you could be so proud of your dish. Whether I take a liking to it or someone else takes a liking to it, it's invalid. If you're confident about what you love and what you produce, then I love that. So shouts to anyone who is putting their heart and soul into their passion, because yo, your boy is falling in love with you. I know why I did that, that was unneeded, but hey, the point I'm trying to make is, right, why do we have to pretend to be someone we're not? For example, right, if you are an artist and you love using bright colors and you love painting outside the lines, it's not necessarily for you to pretend to be someone you're not. Just because someone else doesn't like it doesn't mean you have to now fit in that gap. You don't have to color inside the lines just because they like it, and you don't have to use less bright colors because she don't like it. Yo, you do what you want, because regardless of what he or she says, there's someone out there falling in love with you for who you are. I appreciate artists that give their full confidence, and it may not even be the artwork that's visually pleasing, but yo, I'll fall in love with you. Maybe the world needs to validate the authenticity of something rather than the perfection of it. It's not all about beautiful things. Yo, and this goes for everything: fashion, food, art, poetry, acting, whatever it is. Yo, look at the deeper side of things. I promise you, like, there's so much beauty if you just take the time out to view it and enjoy it. Fall in love with someone's work. Find a reason why you like what he or she is doing. There's too many people in this world that saying, yo, did you see what he done? And yo, you should allow that, man. You don't need to be that person, man. You just need to enjoy anything anyone's putting their heart in, and I promise you it's gonna appeal to you and be a bigger part of your journey one day when you reflect back at it. Mark my words. Out. What am I trying to say? I think when anyone is doing anything, especially in the creative field, because I know how it is for me 8 years ago, trying, all I needed was a little push from someone to say, hey, yo, I love what you're doing. I don't necessarily understand it, but I love what you're doing. My parents used to do that. My parents used to make me feel that way, and it's be like, yo, my parents like it. And though they're my parents, some opinions may always be biased, but yo, they made me feel a type of way about my work. And same my sister, she'd be like, yo, I love what you did there. I don't really understand it, but yo, I'm about it, I like it. They didn't say yo, they're not so much on the Western side, but, and my sister may have said bruv now and then, but the point is, it's really important to encourage someone, to let them know that, yo, why am I saying yo now? It's really important to encourage someone and let them know that what they're doing and the heart they're putting into their work, whatever their passion is very important, and it's part of the journey. Because there's so many people not falling in love with what everyone's doing and just focusing on themselves. I am a better person, and I say this honestly, I'm a better person because I enjoy looking at everyone's work. I'm an Instagram stalker, and I admit it. I look at people's artwork, I'm like, yo, that's amazing, that's fantastic. Sometimes I even drop a message to a 16, 17-year-old artist saying, yo, your work's fantastic, great, I'd love to collaborate with you one day. And that's what I mean by fall in love with someone, man. Not necessarily for, you know, beauty, but just for their confidence and their soul and what they're delivering and what they believe in. Because at the end of the day, man, the only way we're gonna grow is by learning from each other and taking bits here and there. Don't be that person that's just isolated, stuck in a little box like this. I wish I could do that thing. But yeah, that's it really. That's all I have to say on this wonderful Valentine's Day filled with love and all that. I think it's really important for me to have shared that. So if you want to know how I want to fall in love with your soul, you just got to be confident about what you do. Whatever your passion is about, try it. Go on Instagram, go on Facebook, go on YouTube. Scroll down below and actually write your comments down and let me know what you do. You don't have to. You probably might just do on Instagram. I'm a bit more active on there, but want to give me a go? Do it. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed Thursday Things, and if you didn't, I hope you enjoyed the artwork, and if you don't even enjoy that, I hope you have a wonderful day.